Welcome, everyone. Welcome to TEDxColePark Studios. Today, we are diving head first into what we like to call our TEDxColePark Studio experience. And we are pumped to deliver to you a really stimulating and entertaining talk that's full of excitement about how you can be energized with your genius and unlock all your limitless potential. I'm Lisa Wisner, and I feel absolutely blessed to be your TEDxColePark licensee and organizer. And seriously, I'm so stoked because anytime we are launching a TED Talk, I feel like it's like a reveal of someone's story, someone's experience, but also a little sprinkling of innovation and ideas. And that's what we're all here to do today. And for you, being part of this TEDx event, you are helping to usher in new ideas. You're helping to inspire and inform. And most importantly, you are ready to unleash your inner genius. And so our amazing TEDxColePark events are powered by a team of volunteers right here in South Texas, which is the traditional and unceded territory of the Inde, the Lapanapachi, the Karankawa, and the Ko'ol-Takan people, among others, whose tribal and nation names we have unfortunately forgotten. This event specifically is actually centered around TED's flagship events, where our goal is to ignite some real deep conversations and connections with you, our community. So I want you to warm up your chatting and your commenting fingers. Please let us know who you are, where you're joining from. We have a ton of people joining right now, and we would love to bring you on the show and celebrate you as being part of this community. Our TEDx talks are all about bringing you all the diverse voices from a variety of disciplines to the conversations. So we're going to go ahead and start off by introducing our guest, and then we're going to watch their TED Talk, and then we'll get a chance to be able to meet the speaker, the TEDx Talk speaker, so that you can be able to ask them questions and learn more about their journey in getting here to our TEDx experience. So let's go ahead and get started. Today, we are so excited that we are celebrating Roz Miller-Choice. Roz Miller-Choice has a stellar talk that is titled How to Uncover Your Purpose with 4 Easy Questions. But who is the amazing Roz Miller-Choice? You may be asking yourself this. Well, Roz is a speaker, an author, an award-winning television host, and business owner. Her superpower is helping people uncover their genius. Small business owners and entrepreneurs seek her out to turn their expertise into profitable brands. Yes, that's why she's called the Expert Maker. Roz and her team of videographers, she has photographers, graphic artists, animators, writers, whatever you need, social media gurus. If you are looking to build a personal brand from the ground up, then you're definitely in for a treat. You are going to meet the Expert Maker. Her television series, The Expert Maker TV, is a winner in the 43rd Annual Telly Awards. And Roz has a background in the media industry. She was a former TV anchor, reporter, and producer for CNN, CBS, NBC, and Fox, just to name a few, y'all. In this talk today that I am just so excited that we were able to bring and produce right here in our community, this talk is all about how instinctively you know you are meant for more, but maybe you just need a little bit of guidance on finding your purpose. So in this talk, you're going to learn the 4 key questions to answer and discover your unique talent, your knowledge, your expertise, your passion, and your mission. And don't take your brilliance to the grave, is what Roz likes to say. Share it with someone who will benefit from it, which means share it with the world. So this TEDx talk was actually produced not only with the local community here in South Texas, independently organized, but we also want to mention that Roz has an amazing crew that helped produce the talk. So the production crew that helped produce the talk was L2 Web Media Group. We had a video editor. The video editor was Omar Ahmed. We have a makeup artist. You're going to meet the speaker later and see the beauty that was created. We have Zaina, who did that amazing work, and then a production assistant, Winter Davis. We are so grateful for every single one of the support volunteers who helped bring this special reveal to you all today. And so we're going to watch the talk right now. It's a brand new talk in the TED.com website. And then we're going to hear all about the behind the scenes magic that happened to bring this talk to life. So without any further ado, TEDxColePark is proud to present to you how to uncover your purpose with 4 easy questions, starring the one and only Roz Miller-Choice. So let's get ready to start the show, and we will be right back.
What if you could change or improve someone's life with something you already know how to do? What if something you've been trained for, or a challenge you faced, or something that comes naturally to you could impact others tremendously? In general, we tend to undervalue our knowledge and our expertise. We falsely think that if we can do it, others can do it, right? Newsflash, not so much. Your life experiences are unique to you. Some of you may have had life challenges that you needed to develop a strategy, a system, and gather resources in order to overcome. Others have a natural skill that the rest of us weren't born with. And then there's that group of you who have been trained or educated and are now experts in a specific industry. Now, I know what you're thinking. I can hear you thinking, hey lady, not me. I'm not an expert in anything. I'm going to have you take a closer look at yourself. I'm Roz Miller-Choice, and I'm known as the expert maker. And what I'm going to teach you today could be life-changing. My expertise is in building personal brands and anything that has to do with video production, like writing and storytelling and on-air presentation. And I learned those skills from my days as a television news anchor and reporter and producer. I had to write for 2 shows a day under really strict deadlines. And that experience had me writing really fast, because a newscast does not go on the air unless it has reporters with stories ready to go live. Now, I can write really fast, and what takes someone else hours and hours to conceive and outline and write, I've already done in 15 minutes. The other skill that I developed in the newsrooms in New York City would be my interviewing skills. I know how to ask the right question in order to get at the truth. And so that's the skill that I'm going to utilize with you today. I'm going to help you uncover your expert knowledge. That is why I am the expert maker. So I'm going to ask you 4 questions. And I want you to think deeply. Really, go beyond the surface, because you're going to have some aha moments. But let's have some fun. So here we go. Question number 1. What are you passionate about and could get lost in doing? Question number 2. What comes to you naturally and you cannot figure out for the life of you why other people can't do it as easily as you do? Question number 3. What challenges have you overcome in your life, in your career, or your business? And question number 4. When someone comes to you and says, hey, let me pick your brain, they're coming to you specifically because they know you're the go-to person when it comes to what? See, I told you you were going to have some revelations. Can we now agree that you may have had some hidden knowledge that you didn't even realize that you had? And if you're truly honest, you know that the knowledge that you have, if you shared it, you could truly help someone else. Margaret Fuller, who was an American journalist back in the 1800s, said this: if you have knowledge, let others light their candles in it. Many years ago, I had the privilege of meeting and having lunch with the late, great Maya Angelou. She once said, when you learn, teach. When you get, give. The next step is to be able to share your knowledge. Gaining knowledge is the first step to wisdom. Sharing it is the first step to humanity. However, you can't just give someone a jumbled amount of uncoordinated information. They don't know what to do with it. You have to build a framework. What's your step 1, step 2, step 3? How do you get from this point of not knowing to this point of fully knowing? There must be steps along the way. Let me give you an example. A colleague of mine, Francine Zambardino, she's a personal organizer. When she goes into a clutter-filled room, there are mental and physical steps that she takes. The first thing she does is ask the homeowner how they want to utilize that room after it's clutter-free. Then she analyzes what's making up the clutter. Is it paper, clothing, odds and ends, knickknacks? Then she creates more piles. She creates a pile of things to keep, things to donate, and things to trash. And then she moves on to the next step and to the next step until the room is clutter-free. You have a system too. It was created when you were gaining the knowledge. Well, you have to recreate that system in order to communicate it to someone else. It's a simple process. Just think about it. What are your steps? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, however many it takes. Once you have a framework, you're ready to share it in order to change or improve or potentially save someone's life, depending on what knowledge you have. Dr. Guy Gentil, who is a psychotherapist in southern Florida, he has specialized knowledge in post-traumatic stress disorder in first responders. And first responders are your police, firefighters, EMT, those people who show up first at the scene of a traumatic event. Well, they have a higher rate of suicide than the general population. Dr. Gentil has a system to prevent suicides. He has resilience training. The next step would be mental health exercises, and so on. See? He can save lives. But let me make this point. There is no important and unimportant sharing of knowledge. Step 3, how do you share your knowledge? There's a couple of ways. You can become a mentor or a trainer and do workshops and seminars. How about this? Write a book. We all have a book in us. Or you can speak from the stage. Public speaking is one of the best ways to share your knowledge. So, in conclusion, we have determined that you have knowledge to share. And if you use my simple 3-step process, 1, uncover your genius. 2, organize your thoughts. And 3, get ready to share it with the world. You'll be able to share your magnificence with someone that needs it. And in closing, I want to share something that a great person once said. In order to help more people, you have to stop being the best kept secret. Oh, wait, that's my quote. Thanks for watching. I'm Roz Miller-Choice, and I'm known as the Expert Baker.
Welcome back, everyone. Today we are celebrating a TED Talk that we recently produced for TED.com, produced to you by the amazing volunteers at TEDxColePark and presented by Roz Miller-Choice. We just watched this stellar performance of the talk, How to Uncover Your Purpose with 4 Easy Questions. Y'all, join me with a warm TEDx-worthy welcome and congratulations to Roz Miller-Choice. Welcome, Roz.
Thank you. Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate you so much.
I appreciate you too. Well, congratulations on giving your TED Talk. And, just can you tell us how you're feeling right now that it's out in the world for everyone to see?
A little exposed, but in a good way.
That. Vulnerability is important, right? That's, I think, the number one rule of giving a TED Talk is be vulnerable. Tell us more. Tell us more.
Well, you know what? I think I expected for people who I didn't know to see it, and my hope was that they would gain some valuable knowledge of how to actually uncover their own knowledge base and be surprised by it. And that's something that happens often. What was surprising was how many people I know or that were related to someone that I know watched the TEDx and started quoting to me. Oh, listen, it was question 2 for me. That's the one that made me go, aha. Or other people went, it's question 3. It was question 4. So it's been really nice to watch people really start to value their knowledge and recognize that they've got something to share.
I love that. People valuing their knowledge. And it sounds like you've really leaned into doing this for other people. You are known as the expert maker. And so when we think about you preparing for this talk, years and years of experience in the industry of being, prepared for the show, right? Showing up as the best version of yourself. Tell us a little bit more about, how people, may utilize these 4 questions in their day-to-day rituals in their lives.
Well, you know what? There are even more than 4 questions because on a TEDx talk, you get a very limited amount of time to talk. There are other questions that you could be asking yourself. I think another question that wasn't asked within the TED talk was, what's something that you'd love to do? And you would do it if circumstances were absolutely perfect in your life. If money was right, if you lived in the right state, if you were in the right position, what would that thing be? We are kind of born sometimes. A lot of people come with these natural talents that they overlook. And very often when you've got a natural talent, you just kind of assume that other people have the same talent. It's usually kind of surprising that other people can't do what you do. And so what's nice is that there are people who are really getting revelations just about themselves. How cool is that?
Yes, I agree with you. In fact, I feel like sometimes when I'm working through the process, when I'm helping people produce their talk, so helping them through their process, it reveals things that they never even realized, about themselves, ideas, stories, memories, just so many things uncover. I feel like it's a little bit of therapy, right? If you're going to produce a TED talk, because you have to go there, you have to dig deep and be able to share something that would be accepted by the TED platform that's new and innovative. So let's go ahead.
I apologize. You know what? I think the other thing is, because I want to be fully transparent with this. I think what happens is if you start to recognize, oh, wow, I do have some knowledge. And then very often what happens is step 2, people then get fearful and shy away from it, going, well, no, everybody can do that, or there's someone else that's doing that already. And we allow that inner voice to kick in, and we will then dim our lights again. Well, the other thing I have to say is whatever it is that your knowledge base is, just be bold about it, talk about it, say so, expect to run into a couple of bumps along the road, like this TED Talk for me. I have to share what happened, Lisa.
Tell me.
So I write my script and write the full TEDx script and lose it. Laptop crashes, lose my script. Ugh. It's like, are you kidding me? Then the day of production, we're out and we're on stage and we're ready to go, or so we think. And then I realize I've left my clothing at home. I was shooting in a different state. My husband, I gave a call to my husband, Wally, and said, I forgot my clothes at home. And don't you know, my dear husband came across the state and brought me my outfit. But it was just a comedy of errors. And I got in my own way a long time and procrastinated because I was concerned, am I really ready to do this? Do I really know enough? And listen, I've been doing this for several years. I know plenty. So do you. So do the people that are listening. And you just sort of have to dig deep, get past the little bumps, some of which you cause, right? With your own sort of getting in your own way. That's the big thing with my clients. They get in their own way. And that's why I have a team of people to help them. And just forge ahead anyway. And this TED Talk actually being up on YouTube is a perfect example of things that went wrong. And I just kept trudging through until it got done.
Yes, perfect is done. I don't know who ever said that quote, but that's kind of like how I feel. Like,
yes,
okay, nothing's ever perfect. Done is perfect, you know. Ship it, FedEx it, just ship it, you know. I love it. You have some amazing fans who are here, so I just want to just take a moment to give some affirmation to some of your fans. We have some amazing people here. We have Terrell. I'm so excited you are here to support a sorority sister. So excited. We're so excited to have you here. Kipling, solid. We love that you watched this talk. We have Franzem who is here. We're just so excited. Michelle, thank you so much. All these hearts. I could go on and on, y'all. We are truly inspired. We're truly inspired by your talk. And I just want to echo these words, which are that's true. You think that everybody can do it just like you because it's easy for you and you assume everyone can do it too. But also on the other thread, I also want to mention that sometimes what you said was we see other people doing something that we're like, wow, I had that idea and I want to do that, but there's already like 10 other people doing it. You know, where's space for my voice? And so, you know, tell us a little bit about that. Maybe a little bit about how every individual voice is important, where our perspectives are important.
Well, you just said it. You took the words right out of my mouth, basically, Lisa. Yeah. And that is the truth. No one's going to do it like you do. Forgive me, my alarm is going off.
Yes.
There we go. No one's going to do it like you do. You bring your own life experiences, your own personality, your own character, your own value to what it is that you're doing. So although it may be the exact same thing, the exact same service, you're going to do it differently. You're going to bring a vibe and a zhuzh that no one else can bring. And so the other thing is use it as consider it a plus. If other people are doing it, there must be something to it. This service, this knowledge base must be needed. So join the ranks, jump in there.
I love that. So use that as fuel, right? If somebody else is in there doing that work, it means they've vetted it already. So it means it's valuable. So get in there and also share your voice. I love that.
There's already an audience for it. So jump in.
Just jump on in there. So you've achieved so much in your career. And so with this TED Talk, I feel like, you shared almost like the nugget, the great information that people can take from this. But I want to know, maybe our audience also wants to know, what are your next big goals? Maybe is there a project you're working on? Is there something special you're thinking about for your future?
Well, this coming summer, I think within the next 45 days, if I'm counting down correctly, my book will be published and released, and it is called Know It, Share It, Profit. So we're excited that that project is actually seeing the light of day. So we'll soon be taking pre-orders for that book. My website, rozmillerchoice.com. If you go there and just within the next couple of days, we'll be taking some pre-orders for the book. So I think that's probably the next big thing. We also have our regular services that we'll be doing. We do a weekend called Create a Product. And in that one weekend, that Saturday and Sunday, a group of people, consultants, speakers, coaches come and they create, soup to nuts, a 7-week coaching program of their own. They create their own signature program. And I think the last thing that we're going to be doing, which is really exciting, it's called the Expert Maker Experience. That is a 3-day retreat. You know how you have an idea, you could start a business with it, but you don't know how to create a brand, and you really need a team of writers, producers, marketers, social media managers. You need a team. Well, in that 3-day, the Expert Maker Experience, you will have full access to my team, and we will build your brand from scratch for you and deliver all those services. You've just got to show up ready. And then we take it from there.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay. I don't know if everybody else who's like me, who has knowledge that they feel like they want to share with the world, but they don't know how. Wow. And have been trying to figure it out and just kind of like doing everything they can, but just really hasn't made it happen, Wow, you are speaking to me. So it sounds like the kind of thing that I want to go to. So I don't know.
Well, come on. I will send you the information.
Send me the information. I will go to your website and hopefully be able to grab some great information about how to stay connected with you. And I love that you have a book coming out. I love reading books. I feel like books are like if I want to be your best friend, then I read your book and then you're always with me, right? So if I really want to tap into Roz, then I can just read Roz's book. So so it's gonna be great that you put a book together. That way I can always have you in my Audible or in my Kindle, wherever you're gonna
Will do. I'll be as close as a read for you.
Please do that. Okay, so with that, we are gonna end the show, and we're just gonna end it by thanking you. The time that you've spent putting together this talk, writing your TED Talk twice, right? You lost the first one, sharing your incredible insights, and just creating an environment where our audience now knows who you are. I just feel like all your passion and your dedication to the work that you do is really shining through. And I thank you so much for being inspiring to our community.
Lisa, you are the best. I appreciate you so much. What you do for TEDx and just sort of the organization, I don't know if people realize how much work you have to do and how much work you have to put in order to do the events, talk back and forth to the speakers, manage that entire thing, and it's all voluntary.
It is. So yes, just like you said, on behalf of the entire TEDx team, who, yes, we all volunteer. There's really the thing when you talked about purpose, you talked about people figuring out what they love doing. I just love sharing space with people, and I love creating space for people to share their voice. And so it is truly an honor. And I thank you so much. Once again, thank you for taking the time to be here with us today. We wish you all the best. We're going to be looking out for your book. We are cheering you on every single step of the way. Keep up the amazing work you're doing, Roz.
Thank you so much. It was good talking to you. I appreciate you.
You are welcome. So there you have it, y'all. All y'all lovely people. We hope that you enjoyed this show today as much as I have. We really had a really great privilege to meet Roz Miller-Choice and create a great experience of putting a TED Talk out from this esteemed guest that we just had. Now, before we end the show, we just want to say a huge thank you to you. Yes, you are so important to this community. We would not be able to host these events if you wouldn't have shown up and supported not only the community here, but giving us innovative ideas, giving us your diverse voices, and then also volunteering with TEDxColePark to help us get all of this work done. So our volunteers work so hard to help produce the talks, submit them, reviewing. You know, sometimes it's a back and forth with TED to get the approvals. Somebody has to do that. And so sparking these conversations for you does not go lightly. So we invite you to join our community if you're interested in learning more, because we couldn't do it without you. And I also want to speak up and kind of bring anyone who's interested in giving a TED Talk. So if you're feeling inspired and if you're ready to take on the world and share your voice and share your big dream of being maybe on a TEDx stage, we're excited to be able to provide this for you. And so just so you know, there's no secret sauce to a TED Talk. There's actually no formula. Every talk is different because it's about you. It's your experience. It's your story. And we want to be able to create an unforgettable talk. And who knows, your talk may end up being featured on TED.com, just like some of our other talks have been done on their homepage and in their newsletters. It's been super exciting to get some of those talks spotlighted. So if you're interested, please visit our website. I will drop the link right there, www.TEDxColePark.com. Submit your application, and we can't wait to see what you have got. Thank you again for being part of our TEDxColePark studio event. We always promise to bring you bias-free, community-driven, inclusive, and educational, and hopefully entertaining content in any capacity that we're presenting. And so today we're going to be ending our talk just like we normally do with some inspiration. We're going to end today with a special TEDx Talk worthy performance, which first actually aired on YouTube from the Random Acts of Kindness organization. So this talk has millions of views, y'all. And this video is about something we could all use a little bit more of in our lives. It's about something that's contagious. It's about something that's teachable. And it's something that actually is centered around the remarkable power of one. Yes, it's truly incredible, the power of one. So this talk, this TEDx worthy talk performance, we're going to watch a video. It actually reminds me of a beautiful Mother Teresa quote, which I grabbed for us all so I would not mess it up. Mother Teresa once said, if you can't feed 100 people, then feed just one. Yes, the power of one. You have the power, just starting with yourself, you have the power to be able to have an impact. Even your smallest act has a profound impact. So as we are ending the show today, let's remember to spread a little bit more magic in our communities in our own way. We hope you make the rest of your day a TEDx worthy day. Enjoy. Bye.
Sometimes it's easy to feel like the world's getting harder. But if we look closer, on the news, on the web, on the street, we're anything but unkind. Every day, we hear new stories of people trying to make the world a better place. And together, we can make the world that little bit kinder for all of us. It all starts with just one person, you. The thing about kindness is that it's just about the only thing in the world that doubles when you share it. And it's a fact, backed by science. Studies have shown that if you perform just one random act of kindness a day, you'll not only reduce your stress, anxiety, and depression, but your body is flooded with the same hormones that make you and the person you've helped calmer, healthier, and happier. Serotonin, which heals your wounds, helps you relax and makes you feel good. Endorphins, which reduce pain. And oxytocin, which reduces blood pressure and makes you feel more loving and loved. You'll both be more energized, feel less aches and pains, more confident, and could even live longer. And if other people see you helping someone else, they'll be filled with those same feel-good hormones, meaning they're significantly more likely to pay it forward. Like taking that extra moment to hold the elevator for someone, spotting a coffee for a stranger who's just a few cents short, giving your neighbor a hand with their groceries, even just smiling and meaning it. It doesn't take much, but it can make a huge difference for everyone. Those people you've helped will help other people, and those other people will help even more people. And those random acts of kindness can start a chain reaction that can spread across an entire community, a city, a country, and with enough of us, the world. Now, isn't that the world we all want? And it all starts with one.